Batting third, the designated hitter, number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting fourth and catching, number 25, Josh Elder. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 15, Regan Turnquist. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 13, Brixton Steen. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 14, Hadley Burris. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 2, Kane McLeod. Batting ninth and playing number 7, Richard Karn. And pitching today, number 17, Declan Mickley. And the rest of the Hardhats, number 4, Ryan Nagebauer. Number 5, Reese Palmer. Number 12, Roden Sales. Number 19, Lars Kiefer. Number 20, Reagan Koskinen. Number 21, Maddox Kraft. Number 23, Hayden Giddings. Number 24, Rowan Frederickson. And number 27, Brody Lee. The Hardhats are coached by Mr. Downs, Wolf, Ewing, and Bartholow. At this time, we ask that you all please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball.
Welcome back as we're going to go here for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Post17 Watertown Arrows and your Post22 Hardhats. So we'll take a look here, both lineups for both teams. We'll start off with the visiting Watertown Arrows. Leading off, playing left field is number 7, Cole Hansen. Batting second, playing second base is number 6, Kane Everson. Batting third, playing shortstop is number 2, Carter Bisker. Batting cleanup in center field is number 22, Marcus Pitkin. Batting fifth, playing catcher, number 10, Jonathan Lake. Batting sixth as the designated hitter, number 24, Max Spears. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 14, Kyle Paulson. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 12, Ashton Rabine. And batting ninth, playing right field is number 1, Lincoln Shutt. And the starting pitcher for Watertown, number 21, Cooper Heiser. As you take a look here for Post22 for their lineup, batting first in center field, number 9, Hudson Ogle. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 3, Jackson Reeder. Batting third as the DH, number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting fourth and catching, number 25, Josh Elder. Batting fifth, playing first is number 15, Regan Turnquist. Batting sixth, playing second, number 13, Brixton Steen. Batting seventh at third base, number 14, Hadley Burris. Batting eighth in left field, number 2, Kane McLeod. And Batting ninth in right field is number 7, Bridger Karn. And the starting pitcher for the Post-22 Hardhats is lefty, number 17, Declan Mickley. As for Mickley here on the season, 25 innings pitched, a 4-win and no-loss record with a 3.08 ERA with 34 strikeouts and 24 batters walked on the season for the Southpaw. As not a lot of big changes happening in the lineup for Post 22, as we've only seen 2 new players come to the lineup with Josh Elder catching and Bridger Karn out in right field. So the Hardhats, they will meet up in the middle after coming away with a 4-3 victory in Game 1. They scored 4 runs in the first inning, and then we saw a 3-run home run for Marcus Pitkin to get it to a close one there, and then Ryan Negebauer with a very good 7th inning, 3 strikeouts, and got that, or 2 strikeouts with a ground out there at the end to cap off for the 4-3 win. So Cole Hansen comes up to the plate. It'll be a lefty versus lefty matchup to start off, as Hansen, as he had 2 walks with a flyout back in the first game, as Declan Mickley will throw the first pitch, and we're underway for Game 2 of the doubleheader, as this one will be counted in for a strike. As Mickley, who only threw 1 strikeout in the game on Game 2 against the doubleheader against Renner, and then the delay and then the cancellation of the game happened later. As the next pitch to Hansen, this one falls down low, goes in and out of the glove of Elder for ball 1. So 2 pitches to Cole Hansen, 1 ball and 1 strike, as he taps on home plate for the lefty, as Mickley has the glove by the ear. The 1-1 pitch on its way. This is swung on by Hansen, line drive right to Reeder, makes the catch at the shortstop. What a play from Jackson Reeder, and that brings us for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 6, Kane Everson.
So a line out right to Jackson Reeder, the shortstop, and now pulls up the second baseman, number 6, Kane Everson. Everson, who also had 2 walks in the last game with a hit by pitch and a flyout into right field. As Mickley offers the first pitch, this one is high and inside, and that one for ball 1. Everson, the first right-handed batter Mickley will face off against here in this game. Next pitch, this one falls right through the middle here for strike 1. So the same counter here for Hansen that it is to Everson on a 1-1 count. As Mickley gives the nod to Josh Elder. As the next pitch on its way, a breaker ball that just comes up high, that one for ball 2. As Mickley will find some grip here on the fingertips. On the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. The windup coming, the pitch. This one is just low and inside, make that for ball 3. As we saw, Brody Lee was the starting pitcher for the Hardhats back in Game 1. Then we saw Ryan Negebauer, who came in the 5th inning. As now the 3-1 pitch from Mickley, this one comes up high, as that'll be for ball 4. So we see our first walk here of Game 2 of the doubleheader, and this one goes to Kane Everson. So now that's a total of 3 walks for him here in 2 games. And now we go to the shortstop. This is number 2, Carter Bisker. As for Bisker back in Game 1, he had a single, a strikeout, and as well had a single off of an error. So the runner on first, Mickley takes a look at him and throws the pitch, as this one just comes up high for ball 1. As Brody Lee, he threw for 3 strikeouts through 4.2 innings pitched for the starter, and then Ryan Negebauer, who got 2 there in the 7th inning. As the next offering, this one is in down low, Busker for ball 2. So the 2-0 start following the walk to Kane Everson, as Mickley stands straight on the mound, and the 2-0 to the plate. This one is through the middle, counted for strike 1. So the count is brought here to 2 balls and 1 strike. Just the 3rd hitter in the lineup here for the Arrows. As Mickley gets the pitch call from Elder. As a 2-1, swung on. This one is up in the air. This will go for a foul ball out of play. So now the count here is brought to 2 balls and 2 strikes. After we saw the line out from Cole Hansen as the first batter in the game, that one right to Jackson Reeder, the shortstop. So a new ball requested here from Declan Mickley, as he'll get it there from the foul ball. 2-2 count with a runner on first and 1 away in the first inning. As Mickley takes a deep breath, the 2-2 comes. This one is up high, make it for ball 3. And a full count here, the first time we've seen that here in Game 2. As the center fielder and Marcus Pitkin on deck. As Mickley looks the runner on first. 3-2 pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 3. So that brings us the 2nd out of the inning, and Declan Mickley, as he will add for his 35th strikeout on the season. And that will keep Everson on first, and now pulls up the center fielder Marcus Pitkin, as he had a big game for himself in Game 1. He hit the 3-run home run on his 3rd at-bat of the game, and then he followed with a strikeout after that, and had a hit by pitch as well with a single off of an error. So Mickley, the first pitch that he offers him, this will be swung on, a foul ball that goes up and out of play for the 0-1 start. As Eller will toss a new ball back to Mickley on the mound. As for the Hardhats, Broden Sales and Declan Mickley, the two lefties that can throw for the Hardhats. Sales has 33 innings pitched this season, and Mickley with 25 for the two southpaws that the Hardhats have. As the 0-1 pitch on its way, this is swung on a hard hit ball up in the air into left field. McLeod going back to the wall on the warning track makes the catch for the third out of the inning as Marcus Pitkin was looking to find for his second home run of the game as Kane McLeod catches that one on the track for the third and final out of the top of the first inning. So it started off with Cole Hansen on a line drive that was right to Jackson Reeder as he had to do a slight jump to make a catch. That was for the first out that we saw Kane Everson. Then he drew the walk to bring the first batter on base for Watertown. Then followed with a Carter Bisker strikeout. And then a Marcus Pitkin fly out into left field. So 4 batters through for Watertown. As for the Hardhats here, the first 3 batters due up will be the center fielder Hudson Ogle, followed by the shortstop Jackson Reeder, and the designated hitter number 10, Aiden Roberts. Those are the 3 batters due up. We'll take a look here defensively for Watertown. In the outfield left field is number 7, Cole Hansen. And center field number 22, Marcus Pitkin. And right field number 1, Lincoln Shutt. In the infield at third base is number 14, Kyle Paulson. At shortstop number 2, Carter Bisker. At second, number 6, Kane Everson. And at first base, number 12, Ashton Rabine. The catcher is Jonathan Lake. And the starting pitcher for Watertown is a right-hander, number 21, Cooper Heiser. As for Watertown back in Game 1, we saw Tripp Jorgensen. He pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And then we saw Jackson McClemens as he came in to pitch in the 6th inning, the only time that he threw. So the righty gets warmed up here in Heiser as Hudson Ogle, he'll step up to the plate. Back in Game 1, he was batting 9th in the lineup, so he goes from 9-1, and due to the injury there from center fielder Lars Kiefer, Hudson Ogle is playing in center field here for this doubleheader here on this Sunday morning. Back in Game 1, though, he had 2 flyouts, one into left and one into center field. And then on his third at-bat of the game, he drew for a walk, as that's how his first game went. As the Hardhats, mentioned earlier, scored 4 runs in the first inning, and then they came away with a 4-3 victory. As the bats started off early, we'll see if they can continue that here in Game 2. They've done very well all season long of getting runs early on in the game and getting the bats going early. As they look to continue that. As one more warm-up pitch here for Cooper Heiser. And then Aiden Roberts, who back in Game 1, who was batting first in the lineup as he just drops down to 3. So a little bit of a change-up in the lineup here for the Hardhats going in for Game 2 of the doubleheader. As Ogle will make his way up to the plate.
Leading out for the Hardhats, center fielder number 9, Hudson Ogle.
Ogle was coming on towards 15 games in a Hardhat uniform here so far this season, as he was hitting very well in the Omaha tournament, as he has kind of solidified himself as an outfielder here for the Hardhats this season. As the first pitch comes away, as this one is going to be down the middle, as Ogle will watch that one go through for strike 1. So Cooper Heiser gets the glove out in front of him for the right-handed pitcher. As the windup comes, the 0-1 to Ogle. As he takes a swing, he's going to pop this one up in the air. This is the shortstop and Carter Bisker under it, and he will make the catch for the first out here at the bottom of the first inning as Ogle goes down on the pop-up and now pulls up the shortstop and number 3, Jackson Reeder. As for Reeder back in Game 1, on his first at-bat of the game, he followed with a single, and then he followed with a ground out, a single off an error, and on his last at-bat hit the sacrifice bunt. So following the out from Ogle, first pitch that comes here to Jackson Reeder, he'll take a swing. This is another pop-up, this one going out into the outfield as the right fielder is under it and can't make the catch. That's going to fall down. So Jackson Reeder off a goof-up in the right field there from Lincoln Shutt, as that'll be the first error for Watertown here in this game, as both teams had 2 errors in Game 1. So Reeder will be on first base following that. And now here comes the designated hitter, number 10, Aiden Roberts, as he had a really good start to the game. On his first 2 at-bats in Game 1, he hit for 2 doubles, and followed with a line drive to the third baseman, and then took a hit by pitch on his last at-bat. So with Reeder on first with one away, first pitch comes. This one is down the middle, called for strike one to Roberts, as he'll take a second outside the box before he comes back in. Coach Downs to the third baseline with Coach Nick Ewing on the first baseline, with Jackson Reeder taking his lead off of the bag. 0-1 start. The pitch comes into Roberts. This one is just outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Roberts takes a look to Coach Downs on the third base line with the catcher and Josh Elder on deck. With the stance on the mound there from Cooper Heiser, as he quickly throws over to first. This one bouncing the turf, then going up into the first baseman and Ashton Rabine. That one just sneaks away from him, but the slide back safe from Reeder makes him safe. So the count still remains 1 ball, 1 strike here for Aiden Roberts. As he steps back into the batter's box, he pulls the bat back up to the shoulder. A quick look for Heiser at first. Pitch comes to Roberts, takes a swing, a hard hit ball into right field. That's a base hit, and he will get the first hit of the game for both teams and puts runners on 1 and 2 for the Hardhats. So Aiden Roberts, who had 2 hits in the last game, now adds 1 here in this game. Total of 36 hits on the season for him. As now the catcher number 25, Josh Elder, comes up to the plate. As Reese Palmer did the catching in game 1. For Elder in the season, a .370 batting average, alongside with a .480 on-base percentage. 37 hits, a team high in RBIs with 42. And 17 runs scored for the Hardhats catcher. As here is Heiser. Looks to Reeder on second. The first pitch comes to Elder. This one is up high for ball 1. Elder having 2 home runs this season. You wouldn't mind adding for a third, as he has hit a few here in this park throughout his high school career. Count being 1-0 with 1 away. Heiser the pitch, and a drop ball that comes in for a strike onto Elder, as he evens the count up here to 1 ball, 1 strike. As Heiser plants his right foot on the bump, looks down the middle as Elder has the bat about midway there, and now pulls it back up. Looks to second, the 1-1 to Elder, takes a swing, and this is a line drive into right, and can't make the catch as Lincoln Shutt. It goes behind him, hits the wall, as Reeder will round third. They're going to send Roberts as well. Elder's not stopping, he's going for 3, and he will slide in safe. So a 2 RBI triple for Josh Elder. Gets the party started for Post 22. And the Hardhats catcher gets the triple and makes that for his 38th hit on the season, and now has 44 RBIs as Reeder and Roberts come in to score those runs. And now we go to the first baseman and number 15, Regan Turnquist, as a courtesy runner will come in for Elder on third. As for Turnquist, back in the first game, he was batting third in the lineup, as he had a single in his last at-bat, followed with a strikeout and a groundout. First pitch he sees, he will take a swing and miss for strike 1. As Tayton Giddings is the courtesy runner for Josh Elder on third. Turnquist enters back into the batter's box on an 0-1 count. As Heiser winds up, offers the next pitch. It comes. This one is down low for ball 1. So the count evens up for Turnquist. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brixton Steen, the second baseman, on deck for the Hardhats. As the glove out in front of Heiser, offers the 1-1 pitch. Turnquist pops this one high up in the sky. This one is going back. The first baseman trying to give chase, and this one will drop, so that's going to be a base hit as Turnquist will get a single, and he'll get an extra base, and Giddings will come in to score, as the Hardhats now hold on to a 3-0 lead.
RBI double by Turnquist.
So an RBI double.
Second baseman, number 13, Brixton Steen.
So Turnquist gets on base there. And now this pulls in the second baseman, number 13, Brixton Steen. As a look for Heiser to Turnquist on second. First pitch, Steen, this one is up and over the head of Bisker, the shortstop, and lands into center field. So Steen will single. Turnquist, he's not stopping, he's going home. The throw is there, but not in time. So an RBI single for Brixton Steen, and the Hardhats are up 4-0 on 4 hits, and they picked up the bats right where they left off back in the first inning of the last game, and they still only have 1 out, and we're going to see a mound No, not anymore. As the coach was coming out of the dugout for Watertown, it looks like all the players will meet up here for Watertown. So the RBI single coming from Brixton Steen, which brings in Regan Turnquist to score. As Steen also will get an extra base on that one where he stands on second. So Watertown, after the players, they go for a mound visit as they try to talk to Cooper Heiser. They will all break off. As now this is the third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris, up to the plate. Burris back in game one. He had a walk, a ground out, and a fly out. As he has the bat back up and ready. Steen with his leadoff on second. Heiser offers the pitch as Burris will hold back on that one, as that will fall in for strike one. So the Hardhats just already 6 batters in, and we have seen 4 hits, all coming from Roberts, Elder, Turnquist, and Steen. Next offering is just down low and outside of Burris for ball 1, as he will take a look over to Coach Downs on the third base line while the catcher and Jonathan Lake will fix a piece of equipment on his shin pad. As Heiser brings the glove down as the 1-1, the pitch comes inside of Burris for ball 2. As Lake again trying to fix his equipment here before the next pitch is off and going. 2-1 count with Steen on second with 1 away in the bottom of the first. 4-0 in favor of Post-22. Next pitch, this one is in for strike 2 to Burris. On 4 pitches, he hasn't swung at 1 ball yet. As he steps in, the left fielder and Kane McLeod waiting on deck. As Heiser stands straight on the mound, the 2-2 on its way. Burris will swing and miss for strike 3. So the first strikeout of the game for Cooper Heiser. And that brings the second out of the inning as well. As for Hadley Burris on the season, now making that for his 24th strikeout. As now the left fielder number 2, Kane McLeod, steps up to the plate. Back in game 1, he had 2 walks along with a ground out. As Heiser looks to Steen on second, he inches closer to third as this pitch is down low and into the turf. And stayed out in front of the catcher and Jonathan Lake. As Steen will hold off on second. So the count is 1-0 here for the left fielder McLeod. As he's ready to see the second pitch here on his first at-bat of the game. Already to the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Hardhats. As Heiser, the righty, offers the 1-0. McLeod follows that one all the way through, just goes down low for ball 2. As Heiser takes another look back to the runner on second and Brixton Steen, with the second baseman and Kane Everson not too far away from the bag. As a 2-0 pitch on its way, a swing and a miss for strike 1 from McLeod. First strike here on this count. As he taps on home plate, ready to see the next one. Heiser in the lunge down towards the middle. He gets the call from Lake, a look back to Steen on second, and a quick step off the mound. As Lake will call for a quick conference with just him and Cooper Heiser. As Lake will offer him some advice of what he's seeing right behind him with Brixton Steen on second. As Kane McLeod still facing a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. As we have seen 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Post-22. No runs, no hits, and 2 errors for the Watertown Arrows. So coming back to home plate is Jonathan Lake. And we'll resume the at-bat here of Kane McLeod. The only 2 outs here in this inning come from the pop-up from Hudson Ogle and the strikeout from Hadley Burris. All others coming from hits. Next pitch coming to McLeod. He's going to hold back on the swing. This one falls in downstairs for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, as here is Cooper Heiser. As he puts the ball back in the glove out in front of him. The 2-2 pitch on its way. This one is up high for ball 3. Good take there from Kane McLeod as he faces full count with the right fielder Bridger Karn on deck and the second baseman and Brixton Steen on second. Heiser has the pitch ready to go. The 3-2 on its way. This one is up high, make it ball 4. And a walk to Kane McLeod at first base. So he gets his 3rd walk of the 2-game series here between Watertown. And now pulls up the 9th hitter lineup. This is number 7, the right fielder Bridger Karn. As Karn not playing game 1 for him on the season, a .271 batting average with 13 hits, 10 RBIs, and 20 runs scored on the season. As Heiser gives him the first pitch, this one is just going to fall in down low, as I will go for the 1-0 start, as Lake was trying to find that one under him. Steen will just hold off on second base. Heiser makes his way back up to the bump, places the right foot down, as he looks down the middle where Bridger Karn is waiting for the pitch. As the 1-0 offering comes to Karn, he takes a swing, pops this one up in the air, as that will go for a foul ball. So he evens his count out to 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. As Kane McLeod, who faced full count, he was at a 2-2, took the next 2 pitches and drew the walk. As Heiser, next pitch on, Karn smashes this one into center field, and under it and making the catch is Marcus Pitkin for the 3rd and final out of the 1st inning. Well, Post-22, just like the first game, scoring 4 runs in the 1st inning, as they have a 4-0 lead after 1. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 2nd inning. Ready to go to start the 2nd inning. As leadoff hitter here for the Watertown Arrows will be the catcher number 10, Jonathan Lake, followed by the DH, Max Spears, and the 3rd baseman, Kyle Paulson. So the 5, 6, 7 hitters come up. After that 1st inning, we saw only 1 batter for Watertown get on base. It was the walk to Kane Everson, just the 2nd batter, as Mickley, who also threw 1 strikeout to Carter Bisker. First pitch that comes in, this one falls down low to the turf for ball 1. As for Jonathan Lake back in game 1, as he singled on his last at-bat, he went 1 for 3 with 2 groundouts as well. Mickley offers the next pitch. This one is in for a strike, so the count is even to 1 ball, 1 strike. Mickley, the glove up by the ear, kicks the leg up. The 1-1 pitch is to Swan on a ground ball with a high bounce. Reeder is there, makes the throw, the stretch, safe. So Regan Turnquist, who tried to stretch it out, trying to make the catch, but the first base umpire says he beat it out just in time. So that'll be the first base hit of the game coming for the catcher and Jonathan Lake, as a courtesy runner will come in for Watertown. As this now pulls up the designated hitter, and number 24, Max Spears. Spears, who did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader. As Jackson Fallick will be the courtesy runner on first. As the first offering comes in here for Spears, a swing and a miss for strike 1. As Mickley looks down the middle, he gets his call from Elder. With another look to the runner on first, the 0-1 pitch to the plate. And this one falls straight through the middle for strike 2. 2 pitches for 2 strikes to the DH and Max Spears, with the 3rd baseman Kyle Paulson on deck for Watertown. Mickley will give the nod over to Josh Elder. Kicks the leg up, the pitch. This one is just up high. With a little bit of a go there from Spears. Last second, that pitch just came up high. He held back on the swing. Takes that one for the first ball on the count. A 1-2 from Mickley, as this one is up high again for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the 2nd after the leadoff hitter and Jonathan Lake singles after beating out a throw from Reeder at shortstop to first. As Mickley, the 2-2 comes, Swan on, popped up and out of play for a foul ball. So the count will remain the same here for Max Spears. Back in that first game, The only runs that came for Watertown came from the home run from Marcus Pitkin after they finished the game with 4 hits. As a deep breath from Mickley on the mound, the 3-2-2 offering comes. This is Swan on, up in the air, a fly ball, as this is Karn under it, and he makes the catch in right field to bring us the first out of the inning. Off the fly out for Max Spears, and now pulls up the third baseman, number 14, Kyle Paulson. Kyle Paulson back in game 1 as he went 0 for 3 on 3 groundouts. 1 to Hadley Burris at third, and 2 to Jackson Reeder at shortstop. So brings the first out here of the second inning as Mickley turns and looks at the runner on first. As the first pitch that comes to Paulson, holds back on the swing, but that will be called for a strike. So it'll be an 0-1 start here for the Arrows' third baseman. As Mickley gets set up in his stance, he waits for Paulson to enter the batter's box. Stands straight, looks over to first. The 0-1 pitch to the plate. Swan on, this is popped up and out of play. So that foul ball will turn the count here to 0-2. As Mickley back up on the mound. Has the pitch ready to go. Glove out in front of him. The 0-2 on its way. And a breaker ball that just goes up high. That one goes for ball 1. Only 1 walk given out here to Declan Mickley. That happened back in the first inning to Kane Everson, as both pitchers handed 1 out. Kane McLeod was the recipient for the Hardhats. 1-2 count here for Kyle Paulson. Mickley lefty offers the pitch. This one is in for strike 3 and catches him looking, as that brings us the second out of the inning. The second strikeout of the game for Declan Mickley.
Number 12, Ashton Rabine.
As now the first baseman, number 12, Ashton Rabine, comes up. He also did not play in game 1 of the doubleheader for Watertown. That's when we saw their first baseman and Jackson McClemens. As first pitch from Mickley, this is popped up in the air right back to the mound, but Turnquist will call for it, and he makes the catch while losing the hard hat in the action. And that's the third and final out of the top of the second inning. So Rabine, who pops up, it started off with a Jonathan Lake leadoff single to get the first hit of the game for Watertown. Then a follow with a flyout from Max Spears into right field, followed with the Paulson strikeout, the Rabine pop-up. As for Post17, they're going to start off the second inning the way they started off the first. It's the 1-2-3 hitters in Hudson Ogle, Jackson Reeder, and Aiden Roberts. So Cooper Heiser back in that first inning. He threw 1 strikeout that came to Hadley Burris, but 1 inning through was 4 runs and 4 hits for Post22. And after 2 innings for Watertown, they have 1 hit and 2 errors. So we'll take a look here at some MLB scores happening around the league before we get ready to go here for the bottom of the second. As it currently in the top of the 4th inning, the Pittsburgh Pirates up 4-2 over the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside that, the Texas Rangers up 1-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. Top of the 4th inning, Detroit Tigers up 2-0 over the Houston Astros. The Phillies up 3-0 over the Mets. Nationals-Orioles in a close tight game. 3-2 Natties lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as the Rays just finished the 3rd inning with a 3-0 lead over the Diamondbacks. And the Guardians trailing 3-0 to the Mariners after the top of the 3rd inning. So back to the game, we're ready to go here, as this is Hudson Ogle stepping up to the plate, as he is 0 for 1 back in the 1st inning. He had a pop-up to the shortstop, which was caught by Carter Bisker. So Ogle the lefty, as he takes a look at the bat before he steps into the batter's box. So Ogle, Reeder, Roberts to start the bottom of the second. The thumbs up given to Cooper Heiser as he offers the first pitch, as Ogle will take down one going up high for ball 1. As the Hardhats were supposed to play a total of 6 games in 3 days, 2 against Yankton, 2 against Renner, and 2 against Watertown, as they've only played about 5. As the next pitch there from Ogle goes down in for ball 2. After falling the first game to Yankton in 13 innings of a score of 1-0, they came back to win 5-4. They split the series against Yankton, beat Renner 8-4 for the game 1. Game 2 got canceled, and then playing here against Watertown with a 4-3 victory. And we'll see what the final result here of game 2 is, as the last pitch from Ogle goes in for ball 3. 3-0 start As Heiser the pitch. This one goes in for a strike. 3-1 count now with Jackson Reeder waiting on deck. As Heiser takes the step back, the pitch. This one is low and inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Hudson Ogle. Put him on first. Ogle, who did have 1 walk in the last game as well, as now that's his 5th on the season. Now Jackson Reeder, the shortstop, comes up to the plate. As back of the first inning, he had a single off an error, also scoring for the first run of the game for the Hardhats. As Heiser takes a look over to Ogle on first, the pitch comes to Reeder. This one inside, almost clipping him off the elbow. So we saw a lot of hit by pitches in game 1. We saw Brody Lee hit 5 batters, and we also saw Tripp Jorgensen hit 2. So the 1-0 count to start here for Jackson Reeder on his second at-bat of the game. Next pitch coming, he's going to let that one go through for strike 1. As Reeder evens out 1-1. As he takes a look over to Coach Downs, taps on home plate. As the leadoff with Ogle on first. As Heiser, the pitch. This one is down low for ball 2. As Jackson Reeder on the season, 16 walks to 9 strikeouts. As early in the start of the season, he was up there with his brother Wyatt Reeder. As Wyatt, who had like 8 walks to no strikeouts. Jackson Reeder, who also followed, he had 9 walks to 1 strikeout with the first 10 to 15 games of the season. So the count now here to 2-1. Heiser the pitch. This one is just going to go in for strike 2 down low. So Reeder stays patient on all 4 pitches on a 2-2 count as Coach Downs will give out the call sign to both Reeder and Ogle. Aiden Roberts, the DH, waiting on deck. Our look for a Heiser behind him on first. The pitch comes to Reeder. He takes a swing. This is up in the air into left field. Giving chase and making the catch is Cole Hansen. And that'll be it for the first outs here of the inning on the flyout from Reeder.
Flyout brings to the plate. Designated hitter number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So the flyout from Reeder now pulls up the designated hitter number 10, Aiden Roberts, as he is 1 for 1 on the game following a single, also scoring for a run. One more look over to Ogle on first. As the first pitch comes to Roberts, this one is just up high, counted for ball 1. As Roberts back into the right-handed batter's box. I'll look to Ogle on first. And a quick throw there too. Sliding in safe as the hard hat runner. As Roberts will wait to see his second pitch here on his second at-bat of the game. Another look for Heiser. The 1-0 offering comes. Roberts doesn't like that one where the location was. That one dropped down low for ball 2. As he really wanted to paint that ball, should have gone into the outfield. As for his 2 doubles back in game 1, both of them hitting the left field fence. As good start for him here on game 1, as this one is going to hit him off of the elbow guard. So the second time here in the day that he will get a hit by pitch. So that will advance Ogle to second and puts Roberts on first. And now here comes the catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. As for Elder, who had a 2 RBI triple on his first at-bat of the game. As we're going to call for a quick time here for Watertown. As Elder will just get into his preparations before he will settle in for his second AB. So he comes in after we're ready to go following that quick time called. As Heiser leans on in, stand straight. As the first one that comes to Elder. Another look to the runner on second to pitch. Elder the swing. High up in the air into left field. Hansen chasing, loses his hat, but he will make the catch. And that's for the second out here of the inning. As Elder now goes 1 for 2. And now the first baseman, number 15, Regan Turnquist. As he steps up to the plate. 1 for 1 today off an RBI double. Also scoring for a run. So runners remain on first and second with 2 away in the bottom of the second. Hardhats still having that 4-0 lead. As Cooper Heiser gives off the first pitch as Turnquist will take a swing. As this one will go for a foul ball out of play. As in the last game, too, there was a few foul balls he took, but he was making contact on every single one of them. He had 3 foul balls in a row that went directly on the third base line, almost hitting Coach Downs multiple times. 0-1 count. Turnquist gets a piece of it again. That one goes into the netting. As 2 pitches on an 0-2 count. As there goes Hardhats pitcher Rowan Fredrickson to get that foul ball out of the way, as you see there on the bottom of your screen. 0-2 count with 2 away. Runners on first and second. As Heiser, the pitch comes to Turnquist. He takes a swing, a hard hit ground ball. The second baseman picks up, throws to first, and makes the ground outs. Third and final out of the second inning. So Post 22 in Watertown, they go scoreless there in the second inning. As after 2 innings, Hardhats lead 4-0. As we'll take a short break on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the third inning. Back and ready to go here to start the third inning. As for Watertown, we go to the 9-1-2 hitters to start off. As this will be the right fielder number 1, Lincoln Shutt, as he will be the leadoff man. He did not play in game 1. And we go back to the top of the order to Cole Hansen and Kane Everson. After 2 innings, Declan Mickley for two strikeouts. As the first pitch, this one will bounce into the turf and then go up and over the shoulder and hitting the home plate umpire for ball 1. As Eller will take a little walk up to throw that one back to Mickley. As Eller returns back behind home plate, the count being 1-0. As a lefty, the next offering here to Shutt. He takes a swing, and that will be a base hit. Sneaks past Reeder, the shortstop, and rolls into left field. So the second base hit of the game will go, or second base hit for Watertown will go to Lincoln Shutt. We go back to Hansen. Hansen, who is 0 for 1 on a lineup to the shortstop in Jackson Reeder. That was for the first out of the game. So we see another lefty versus lefty matchup. As Mickley gets his pitch ready to go, takes a straight shot look to the runner on first. The pitch, as this one is in on that top left corner, counted for strike 1. As Mickley receives the next pitch call. The 0-1 to Hansen, takes a swing, a foul ball that goes up and over the netting right above the Hardhats dugout, out of play. So 2 pitches here to Hansen. He'll start off on an 0-2 count. As Mickley back in the stance, back on the bump. With the leadoff runner on first, following his base hit. Next pitch comes to Hansen. This one just drops in low for ball 1. 1-2 count with nobody out. Top of the third inning with Kane Everson, the second baseman, on deck for Watertown. As Mickley shakes no to the first one and nods yes to the second. As the 1-2 on its way. Down low and outside for ball 2. As Mickley is just trying to get Hansen to work for it here. Trying to see if he would chase it. As he stays patient on the last 2 pitches. As the 2-2 comes to Hansen, takes a swing, a ground ball here to Reeder. He throws to Steen at second. That's one out. The throw to first is going to pull Turnquist off of the bag. So that'll be a fielder's choice. And that will bring us to the first out of the inning. As a ground ball that was hit to Jackson Reeder, he underhanded it to Steen at second. He got the tag there. The throw to first just pulled Turnquist a little bit off of the bag to allow Hansen to get to first. And now the second baseman, Kane Everson, comes up. On his first at-bat, he earned a walk. That was the first and only walk given out there for Declan Mickley here so far. First pitch coming. This one is going to be down the middle, as that one is aimed for strike one. As Mickley puts the glove hand on the hip. And another look down the middle. 0-1 count, the pitch. Up high for ball one. So Mickley will give him one of each. 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll see which one he likes better. As Everson awaits. Mickley looks ahead of Hansen on first. The pitch. This one is in for strike two. Just going on that top left corner on the inside of Everson. As Carter Bisker, the shortstop, on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Mickley receives the pitch call, standing straight. Kicks and deals the 1-2 pitch. And this one is inside, and that's going to be counted for strike 3. As Everson didn't think it should have been counted for. But that'll be for the 3rd strikeout of the game for Declan Mickley. So that brings us for the 2nd out of the inning. And now pulls up the shortstop number 2, Carter Bisker. Bisker, who is also 0 for 1 on a strikeout. That was the result of the first K of the day for Declan Mickley. First pitch is a nasty one. This one is a swing and a miss for strike 1. As he settles in to see his second pitch, as Cole Hansen still on first following his fielder's choice. Mickley, the delivery. This is Swan on a hard hit ground ball to Reeder. He'll just throw it to Steen at second. He will tag the bag for the 3rd out of the top of the 3rd inning. So after that, we saw the leadoff hitter in the right fielder, Lincoln Shutt, as he had a leadoff single. It was followed by a Cole Hansen fielder's choice, and then the strikeout to Kane Everson, and followed with the ground out there from Carter Bisker to bring us all 3 outs at the top of the 3rd inning. For Post 22, it's going to start off like this. It will go Brixton, Steen, Hadley Burris, and Kane McLeod, the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup for the Post 22 Hardhats, as we will still see Cooper Heiser make his way up here to the mound. There were 2 innings of pitching for Heiser, 1 strikeout, 4 hits against, and 4 runs allowed. As he will try to keep those numbers down for him here in this game. Back in that first game, there was a lot of walks given out from both pitchers and Brody Lee and Tripp Jorgensen. And a fair amount of hit by pitches. So Brixton Steen, the lefty, hitting second baseman with leadoff duties. And it'll be followed by Hadley Burris and Kane McLeod. So as they wait for Heiser to get into his final warm-up pitches. As Steen walks up to the plate. For Steen, he is 1 for 1 on the day off an RBI single. As he will wait here for Heiser to be set ready before he steps into the batter's box. So Steen taps on home plate as lefty hitting second baseman. Heiser with the glove out in front of him. And the first pitch will come to Steen, as this one will hit him. So a leadoff hit by pitch just on the first one given out, as he will take his walk to first. As now we go to the 3rd baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris. As Burris is 0 for 1 on a strikeout back in the 1st inning. As he looks over to Coach Downs to see what he wants him to do, as well as Brixton Steen. Steen on the season, only 2 stolen bases, as we have not seen a hard hat player steal yet. Norway Watertown, they have attempted, but we saw the can of the arm from Reese Palmer as he caught one. As a bumblebee placed here from Burris, that one lands right between the pitcher and the 3rd baseman. The quick throw to first will get him out, but the sacrifice bunt from Hadley Burris moves Steen over to first. And the first out of the inning now pulls up the left fielder and Kane McLeod.
Left fielder Kane McLeod.
Kane McLeod on his first at-bat as he also earned with the walk. K. McLeod after that, he had 2 in the earlier game, making this now for a total of 16 walks for him on the season. So Heiser now having to worry about Steen on second, as the first pitch that comes to the Hardhats left fielder, as that one is just low and outside for ball 1. Heiser will take a little walk here on the hill, as McLeod sent ready to see his second pitch. As the 1-0 offering comes to the plate, this one is high and inside, ball 2. As K. McLeod staying patient here. We saw that happen on his last at-bat. He was at a 2-2 count, and then followed with the next 2 pitches to earn the walk. So he had to definitely earn the walk on his last at-bat. As the 2-0 pitch comes, this one is up high for ball 3. After we saw the first pitch here of the inning clip the right arm of Brixton Steen, where he stands on second base now following the sac bunt from Burris. Standing straight is Heiser. 3-0 on its way. This one is outside for ball 4, and they quickly throw it over to second, trying to catch steam, but they won't. So a 4-pitch walk to K. McLeod makes that for his second on the game. And now we go to the right fielder, number 7, Bridger Card. Card, who is 0 for 1 on a fly out into center field. As we're already here to the 9th hitter in the lineup. As all Hardhat players now having 2 at-bats. As Heiser looks to Steen on second. As the first pitch comes to Karn. As he holds back on the swing, takes that one in for a strike. So the count will go 0-1. As he taps on home plate with only 1 out. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, a 4-0 lead remains for the Post-22 Hardhats after scoring 4 runs in the first inning. Karn, the next pitch he sees, will swing and miss for strike 2. 2 pitches on 2 strikes, with the center fielder and Hudson Ogle on deck. Then we flip it back over to the top of the order here after Karn. As the pitch comes, this one is in for strike 3. So a 3-pitch punch-out from Cooper Heiser makes that for his second strikeout of the game. And now Hudson Ogle, who steps up to the plate. Ogle, who is 0 for 1 on the day. On his last at-bat, he earned the walk. On his first at-bat of the game, he popped up to the shortstop. As Heiser looks to Steen on second, the first pitch coming. This one is down low and into the turf. And take it for ball 1, with Steen stopping and looking to see if he wanted to take off to third, but he'll just return back to second. As Ogle ready to see the next one, but a quick time called here at home plate. As it looks like the catcher here will just need a second. So following that quick timeout, and it's a 1-0 count here for Hudson Ogle. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd, runners on first and second. Heiser the pitch, this one goes high and outside for ball 2. Mentioned earlier, Hudson Ogle in the last game was batting 9th, and now here in game 2, he's all the way back to the top of the order, batting first. And now facing a 2-0 count. K. McLeod, the runner on first, and Brixton Steen, the runner on second. As the 2-0 pitch comes, this one is down to the turf, gets away from the catcher. So the wild pitch will advance the runners to 2 and 3. And also a 3-0 count here for Hudson Ogle, with a lethal hitter in Jackson Reeder, the shortstop, on deck. As Ogle steps back into the batter's box here. 3-0 count. As the stance there from Heiser. As the next pitch comes, this one is in for a strike. First one here on this at-bat for Ogle. As he puts the bat back up to the shoulder. As Heiser offers the next pitch, this one is down low for ball 4. So we will see the bases loaded here for the first time in game 2. And it looks like we are going to see a mound visit here from Watertown. So Ogle, who walks for the second time in this game. And then they'll pull up Jackson Reeder with bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As they will talk to Cooper Heiser here on the mound. So Brixton Steen on third, Kane McLeod on second, and Hudson Ogle on first. And for Jackson Reeder, on his first at-bat, had a single off an error, then a follow with a fly out into left field on the previous at-bat. So the mound visit comes to an end, as the catcher here will get some water here for one of the coaches. As following the mound visit and following the walk, so Reeder gets set up and ready, and he'll get comfortable in the left-handed batter's box with Cooper Heiser as he waits for his catcher to be ready and home plate umpire. So all thumbs up are given as Heiser looks down the middle, has the pitch ready to go. As the first one that comes to Reeder, holds on the swing. This one comes in down low. That will go for strike one. So a look at the bat for him and a deep breath. Steps back into the batter's box. As the 0-1 offering comes, Reeder is swinging a hard hit ball. This one into left field, and making the catch is Cole Hansen for the third out here of the third inning. So 3 innings down, Hardhats 4, Watertown 0. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 4th inning.
Hardhats 4, Watertown 0.
Ready to start the 4th inning as leadoff hitter here for Watertown. This will be the center fielder, number 22, Marcus Pitkin. Up to the plate will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters, followed by Jonathan Lake and the DH, Max Spears.
Number 22, center fielder, Marcus Pitkin.
So Pitkin here in this game 0 for 1 on a fly out into left field. That was caught on the warning track from Kane McLeod. So Mickley the first offering. This will just fall in down low. That one going for ball 1. Mickley so far through three innings pitched, he has a strikeout in each, only allowing 2 hits and no runs. As the next one just coming upstairs for ball 2 on 2 pitches. As Mickley settles in on the mound, has the glove up by the ear, and the next pitch comes to the plate. That one again up high for ball 3. So 3 pitches here to start off the 4th inning. A 3-0 count for Marcus Pitkin with the catcher and Jonathan Lake on deck. As Mickley, the lineup, kicks the leg out. The pitch. This one is down the middle for strike 1. The 3-1 count. And the nod given there from Mickley. The pitch is inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Pitkin. And now pulls up Jonathan Lake, the catcher.
Number 10, Jonathan Lake.
Lake, who is 1 for 1 on a single. As we didn't see until the 5th inning where Watertown scored or hit the home run from Marcus Pitkin to get their 3 runs. As the first offering that comes here, this is a well-struck ball. This one going deep into the left center. As this one will be caught by Kane McLeod, the left fielder. Again on the warning track. And that brings us for the first outs here of the inning.
Lineup brings to the plate. Designated hitter number 24, Max Sears.
Max Spears, the DH, who comes up as he is 0 for 1 on a flyout into right field. As that was both Hudson Ogle and Kane McLeod chasing after that one. As Kane McLeod, who also makes his second catch on the warning track here in this game. As Mickley, the first pitch comes. This one is going to be inside for ball one. After it was the leadoff hitter in Marcus Pitkin with a leadoff walk. As he looks straight ahead to him, Turnquist glove up and ready. He takes off to second. Elder the quick throw as Steen makes the catch, but Pitkin gets there in time. As we see our first stolen base of both games. As that will go to Pitkin. As Mickley, another stare down here down the middle. Spears awaits. As Mickley has the pitch ready to go. 2-0 on its way. Swan on a hard hit ball. Ground ball picked up by Steen at second. He throws to Turnquist at first. And brings it for the second out. That will also advance Pitkin to third.
Brings to the plate. Third baseman number 14, Kai Paulson.
As now Kyle Paulson, who comes in, the third baseman. He is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. That would happen back on his first at-bat of the game. As Mickley now with a runner behind him on third. The first pitch coming. This will be swung on and missed for strike one. As Paulson, we mentioned back earlier in game one, he had all three groundouts on all three at-bats. As Mickley hands off the nod and the pitch, a swung, and that will be a base hit, an RBI single. So Watertown will score their first run of the game, with Pitkin coming in to score for the run, and Paulson a driller that goes into right field.
RBI single brings to the plate. First baseman number 12, Ashton Rabine.
As now the first baseman, number 12, Ashton Rabine, as he had a pop up to the first baseman, which was caught by Regan Turnquist. So this one comes in down low, bounces off the turf, and gets away from Elder. And that wild pitch will advance the runner off to second. As the 1-0 start here for Rabine, just the 8th hit in the lineup here for Watertown. As both Ogle and Reeder for the Hardhats having 3 at-bats so far here in this game. As the 1-0 from Mickley, this one is counted for strike one. Hardhats just need 2 more strikes here to finish the top of the 4th inning. As Mickley will look to second. Kicks the leg up, the pitch. Swan on a ground ball that sneaks past and gets into left field. They're going to send a runner around 3. McLeod bobbles it. So an RBI single for Ashton Rabine. And that's back-to-back hits there for Watertown that bring in back-to-back runs. And now the lead is cut to half. It's now 4-2. As now here comes the right fielder. This is number 1, Lincoln Shute. He is 1 for 1 on a single here in this game. As Mickley, the first pitch coming, this one is taken outside, as that will be for a 1-0 start. As now Watertown and Post17 matching with the same amount of hits with 4 apiece. And kicks the leg up. The next pitch is swung on, and a foul ball that goes up and out of play. So the count now is brought here to 1 ball and 1 strike. As Mickley will receive a new baseball. As he'll just take a look here and look around his surroundings. And look straight ahead with Turnquist, his glove up and ready. The 1-1 pitch. This one is outside for ball 2. And the next games for the Post-22 Hardhats, they will be coming on Wednesday for the start of the Firecracker Tournament. As now the 2-1 pitch. This is Swan on a ground ball, hit to Reeder at shortstop, underhands it to Steen at second. And he makes the catch there for the 3rd out of the inning. So Lincoln Shute on the ground out there. And a follow with Kyle Paulson and Ashton Rabine, both getting for RBI singles to score the runs for Watertown, where they got 2 there, and it's a 4-2 lead in favor of Post-22. As for the Hardhats, as we take a look at the upcoming schedule for them during the Firecracker tournament. They will play all evening games. So on Wednesday at 7:30, as they will play Napoleon, and then on Thursday again 7:30 they'll play Rocky Mountain, and then on Friday as they'll play West Side at 7:30, and then on Saturday night, 4th of July, the 250th birthday of America, they'll play a doubleheader at 5 and 7:30. They'll play Gretna the first game, and then Missoula, Montana for the second game, and then of course on Sunday to be determined for game times with the seed plays, championship games, third place games, so on and so forth. And then upcoming after the Firecracker, then the next games will have a 3-day break, and then they will have the Dave Plouffe tournament, as that'll be the first time they have that here in this season. So that is the upcoming schedule for Post 22. And then as soon as you know it, at the end of July, July 27th, will be the start of the state tournament, which will be held here in Rapid City at the Fitzgerald Stadium, as that'll be a fun one. All of those games will be streamed here on Hardhats TV. We're going to go here to start the bottom of the 4th inning, as this is the leadoff hitter, number 10, Aiden Roberts. As the first pitch he sees, this one is going to be counted for as a strike. Roberts, who is 1 for 1 on the day with a single on his last at-bat, the first pitch he saw took a hit-by-pitch right to the left elbow. As the offering, this one is down low for ball 1. And now a taste of each for Roberts on 1 ball, 1 strike here, as Cooper Heiser, as he gives the nod over to his catcher. As the next pitch comes, this one is way up high for ball 2, as Lake able to get his catching glove up there in time. Roberts with the second outside the box. He steps back in. As the step into it, the 2-1. Down low for ball 3. So Aiden Roberts facing a 3-ball, 1 strike count as a leadoff hitter in the 4th inning. He'll be followed by Josh Elder and Regan Turnquist. As here is Heiser, the glove out in front of him. The 3-1 pitch comes to Roberts. This one is up high, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Hardhats here to start the 4th inning. And now we go to the catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. Elder, who is 1 for 2 off a triple and a flyout, also having 2 runs. As the first lefty here in this inning, Heiser will face off against, as Roberts having his leadoff on second. Here comes the pitch. This one takes a bounce off of home plate into the chest and the paraphernalia there of catcher Jonathan Lake. As Elder, out of that first one, just goes in down low. He starts off 1-0. As Roberts sways the right arm back and forth with his leadoff on first. As the pitch comes, this one is down low. It's going to sneak past him, but Roberts will just continue to stay on first. So 2 pitches, 2 balls. That will start off here on this at-bat for Josh Elder. As he takes a scan and a look over to Coach Downs on the third base line. As Heiser looks behind him to Roberts on first. The 2-0 pitch on its way. Elder a swing. That's a base hit into left field. It'll take a bounce. As Hansen will get a hold of it, he throws it down to the cutoff runner. So Elder gets his second base hit of the game, with a triple and a single now. So the first 2 hitters here for the Hardhats on first and second, as Giddings, the courtesy runner, will come in at first. As now Regan Turnquist, the first baseman, as he will step up to the plate. Turnquist here in this game so far, 1 for 2. A double and a ground out, also having for an RBI. As for Elder now, tallying for the 5th hit of the game for the Hardhats. As Heiser, the first pitch coming to bunt is placed. As Heiser will go to pick it up, he's going to throw it to first. That's going to pull him off the bag, and it gets away. As here comes 1 run in a score, and they're going to hold Giddings off on third. So Roberts makes this now a 5-2 game, and that will put runners on 2 and 3. As now that is for the 3rd error of the game for Watertown. Both teams having 2 back in the first. So Turnquist, who gets on first following an error, also tags along for an extra base. And then Aiden Roberts, who comes in a score for his 2nd time in this game. And Brixton Steen
Number 13,
As he comes up to the plate, he is 1 for 1 on a single. On his last at-bat, he had a hit by pitch. So the first one, this one's going to go on that top left corner. They're going to count it for strike 1. Watertown trying to find their first out here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Hardhats score their first run since the first inning. Next pitch to Steen. Now one dropped in on him. He took a swing and a foul ball that goes up and out of play. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Brixton Steen, with Hadley Burris, the third baseman, on deck. As Heiser kicks and deals the 0-2. This one is up and out for ball 1. As Steen taps a bat on his foot here before he steps back into the batter's box. Heiser gives a nod here to Lake. Giddings his leadoff on third, followed with Turnquist on second. And the next pitch, that comes up high for ball 2. So the first 2 pitches that faced off with Steen, he took him for 2 strikes. And the next 2, he takes him for 2 balls here to make it a 2-2 count with nobody out. Sways the bat low here for Steen. The windup coming, then the pitch. A swing up in the air into left center. Hansen is undermixed the catch as Turnquist will tag, as well as Giddings. So the sac fly from Brixton Steen makes this a 6-2 game. There'll be a lone runner on first there, Regan Turnquist.
And brings to the plate the third baseman, number 14, Hadley Burris.
So Giddings, who gets 2 runs for him on the day as the courtesy runner for Josh Eller. As now Hadley Burris steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 off a strikeout in his last at-bat, having the sacrifice bunt. As the first pitch he sees, this one is taken up high for ball 1. As the Hardhats third baseman will take another look over the Coach Downs on the third base line. As the windup coming, the pitch. Burris a swing. This one is going to catch a piece off of the catcher. So that foul ball makes this count go to 1 ball, 1 strike. So Burris with a second outside the box here is there. Going to give some time here for the catcher if he needs it after taking that one right to the chest. Count 1-1. Turnquist is lead off on a third. Only 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. And the hole back there from Burris. He takes that one up high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning now, a 6-2 game in favor of Post-22. As Heiser delivers the pitch. This one outside for ball 3. They start off with the leadoff hitter here in Aiden Roberts. Leadoff walk, then a follow with an Elder single, and then Turnquist with a single off an error. And then the sac fly from Brixton Steen, which brought Giddings in to score. As the next pitch here to Burris, this one is up high, ball 4. So a walk. They put runners on the corners for the Hardhats. And now pulls up Kane McLeod, making his 3rd at-bat of the game on 2 at-bats with 2 walks here. So the second base open, we're going to see a mound visit from Watertown. As in the last game, they kept their starting pitcher in for a little while and Trip Jorgensen. They kept him all the way until the start of the 6th inning. So it looks like this is going to be the game for Cooper Heiser. Just in the 4th inning, as his afternoon has come to an end, we'll see who is coming out of the bullpen. As it looks like this is going to be number 3. As I'll quickly look here to find that name. As this will be Kason Jensen, as he'll be the new pitcher here for Watertown. So only a total of 3.1 innings pitched for Cooper Heiser in this game. 2 strikeouts with 6 runs allowed and 6 hits against. As his afternoon will come to an end, Kason Jensen here will get a few more pitches in. We'll go to the Kane McLeod 3rd at-bat of the game. So it'll be Regan Turnquist on 3rd and Hadley Burris on 1st. with only one out. The only out came from the sacrifice fly for Brixton Steen, which that brought in Tate Giddings to score to make this a 6-2 ball game. As it looks like he is done with his warm-up pitches.
Now pitching for the Arrows, number 3, Jason Jensen.
So Jensen will get ready to throw his first pitch here of this game after coming to relief for Cooper Heiser. As this is Kane McLeod on 2 at-bats with 2 walks for him here this afternoon. First pitch he sees, he'll take a swing as that one almost hitting Coach Downs on the third base line as he dodged that one. If you can dodge a baseball, you can dodge a ball. Quick dodgeball reference, so the 0-1 count. Here to start off for Kane McLeod. As Jensen offers the pitch, as the runner takes off, this is a bunt. Run comes in to score, and a beautiful sacrifice bunt. And a quick throw to second, he won't make the catch. As Turnquist, who already came off to run, as Kane McLeod placed that bunt. As that was a great play from the Hardhats left fielder. As that will also advance Hadley Burris over to second, so now it's a 7-2 game.
Right fielder number 7, Richard Carr.
As Kane McLeod also adds for an RBI. As now the new batter comes up, this is the right fielder number 7, Bridger Karn. As the first pitch he sees takes this one for a strike. As for Karn, who is 0 for 2, a fly out into center field and a strikeout. As Jensen the pitch, Karn a swing, just gets a little piece of it. That one just going all the way to the backstop, and now a 0-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Hardhats scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning, and now scoring 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. As Jensen, the pitch. This one is in for strike 3, and will catch Karn looking, as that will be the first strikeout for him on the day. But Post17, they have a 7-2 lead here after 4. As we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we're back for the start of the 5th inning.
Watertown 2.
Ready to start the 5th inning. As leadoff hitter here for Watertown, we go back to the top of the order in number 7, Cole Hansen. Hansen, who is 0 for 1 on the day with a line out to the shortstop, and then on his last at-bat, followed with a fielder's choice. Declan Mickley remains on the mound here for the Post-22 Hardhats after throwing a total of 3 strikeouts here in this game. As the first pitch, this one comes up high as Hansen ducks and gets out of the way, trying to avoid getting hit. Mickley the 1-0 pitch. This one is down low. Eller gets the underhand scoop on that one. That one just down low enough for ball 2. Mickley puts the glove back to the ear. Kicks the leg up, the 2-0 pitch. This one is in for a strike. So now the count here is 2-1. Hansen still trying to find his first base hit here in this game. He takes a swing, and that was my fault. I jinxed him. And he gets a base hit, that one going into left field. So Hansen with a leadoff single for Watertown. And now we go to the second baseman, number 6, Kane Everson. Everson, who is 0 for 1, get a walk on his first at-bat and a strikeout on his previous at-bat.
Single brings to the plate. Second baseman, number 6.
So Hansen will take his lead off on first, as Mickley, the lefty, offers the first pitch. There's a Swan on a pop-up going into right field. Karn chasing, and he'll make the catch for the first out here of the inning. The first pitch there to Kane Everson as well.
Brings to the plate the shortstop, number 2, Carter Boosker.
So Carter Busker, the shortstop, was 0 for 2 on a strikeout and ground out here in this game. So a double play could be in the hands here of Post 22 as Mickley offers the first pitch. This one is down low and inside for ball 1. As Mickley leans on in, waits for the next one, as he will take a quick look over to Coach Ewing after he's telling his outfielders something quickly. As Mickley, the next pitch coming 1-0. This is Swan on a base caught. Line drive. What a play. Brixton Steen. Unbelievable. A line drive right to Brixton Steen. He makes the catch. And Cole Hansen got caught flat-footed about midway through first and second. And they make the throw over there to first to get a double play. Making that that was incredible. Big time Brixie Steen. What a play. So now we go to the bottom of the 5th after only allowing 1 hit to the leadoff man at Cole Hansen and a follow with the Kane Everson flyout. And then the line drive right there, Brixton Steen, which is a little bit up and over him. He had to get a jump on that one, makes the catch, and the quick throw to first for the out. As here for Post 22, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th inning, as we are going back to the top of the order to the 1-2-3 hitters in Hudson Ogle, Jackson Reeder, and Aiden Roberts. As coming back up here to the mound is Kason Jensen, as he came in to relieve Cooper Heiser back in that 4th inning. He threw for 1 strikeout as that one finished the inning to Bridger Karn. As he will get in his warm-up pitches, as Coach Nick Ewing gave a quick call-out sign right before Mickley threw that pitch. And then right over the head there of Steen, makes the jump catch and gets the double play. As Ogle steps up to the plate here. Ogle, who is 0 for 1 on a pop-up to the shortstop, and he has 2 walks as well. As the 2 walks have occurred on his last 2 at-bats here in this game.
Center fielder, number 9, Hudson Ogle.
So Hudson Ogle, as he gets announced up here to the plate, as Jensen will take a deep breath. And the first pitch here at the bottom of the 5th comes to Ogle as he will take a swing. That will be fair ball on the first base line. Still rolling deep into right field. Ogle rounding first, and he will get a double as the first baseman in Ashton Rabine didn't think that was going to stay fair. Just kind of rode right there as we got to the base, and then it kind of started rolling after it took that ramp right off of it. So a leadoff double for Hudson Ogle gets his first base hit here in this game. And now we go to the shortstop, number 3, Jackson Reeder. Reeder, who has 0 for 2 here today on 2 flyouts, both going to the left fielder and Cole Hansen. As Jensen, the first pitch, a bunt is placed. Third baseman running towards it as he will throw to first. But not going to be in time. And a bunt single for Jackson Reeder is going to put runners on the corners for the Hardhats.
Single by Reeder brings to the plate. Designated hitter, number 10.
As now here comes Aiden Roberts, the designated hitter, as he singled on his first at-bat and then followed with a hit by pitch and a walk, as well as 2 runs scored here for Roberts. As Hudson Ogle, the runner on third, and Jackson Reeder following his bunt single on first. As Jensen, the right-handed pitcher, offers it away. Roberts a swing high up in the air into left center. Hansen under it. He makes the catch as Ogle will tag up from third, and the sacrifice fly there from Roberts will make this an 8-2 game.
Sack fly by Roberts. The brings to the plate. The catcher, number 25, Josh Elder.
So we see a sac fly there from Roberts. And now this is Josh Elder who comes up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the day. A single, triple, and flyout for the Hardhats catcher, as Jackson Reeder, who remains on first base following his bunt single, as Jensen takes a look over behind him. And he double takes the first pitch that comes to Eller. He's going to let this one drop in, as that will go here for strike one. As Jensen leans on and he waits the pitch call here from Jonathan Lake, the catcher, as Eller holds back on the swing as that one is outside. Reeder also taking a lengthy lead, as now the count is even up here. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th here for Josh Elder. 8-2 the score now. After the Hardhats scored 3 runs in the last inning, now putting 1 run here in this inning. As Jensen offers the pitch, Elder stays patient. This one just comes up high for ball 2. Jensen will take a little walk around the hill here, as Elder sways the bat low. 2-1 count, the pitch, as he holds back on that one on the top outside corner for ball 3. 3-1 count with Regan Turnquist, the first baseman, on deck. Another tap on home plate from Elder. Jensen, another look to Reeder on first as he continues with his leadoff. 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4 for Josh Elder, and now that's going to put runners on first and second here for the Hardhats. As Elder making that for the 23rd time he has been walked here this season, as that is also a team high. So the courtesy runner in Tate Giddings will come in for him at first, as Turnquist, who comes up to the plate, as he is 1 for 2 on the day, a double, a ground out, and then on his last at bat had a single off an error, and then also came in, also having 2 runs here in this game. Runners on 1 and 2 with 1 away. Kaysen Jensen looks to second the pitch. Swung on by Turnquist. He's going to pop this one up. Jensen is under it. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning on the first pitch there to Turnquist. As now this will pull up the second baseman, number 13, Brixton Steen. As for Steen here, on his last at-bat, hit the sacrifice fly. Now we kind of go back into that order that we set up to start this inning. And then we get pretty close to the Kane McLeod sac bunt, as the first pitch he sees, he's going to get a hit by pitch. And now that's going to put bases loaded here for post 22. So the second time Steen has gotten hit by a pitch, as the home plate umpire will walk this one up here to Kaysen Jensen. And now Hadley Burris, the third baseman, steps up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. And he also had a sac bunt and a walk here in this game. So as we take a look, it's Jackson Reeder on third base, Tate Giddings on second, and Brixton Steen on first. As the first pitch that comes here to Burris, this one is counted for as strike 1. As he settles on in, you see the second one, Jensen, the right-hander. Ball in the glove, lines up, kicks the leg, the pitch. A swing from Burris. This one is well struck into left center. This one will drop. That's a base hit as 2 runs come in to score. So a 2 RBI single for Hadley Burris, and now makes this a 10-2 game. And now they'll put runners on the corners as well. So Burris will find his first base hit of the game. And now the Hardhats having a commanding 8-run lead. So that brings in Reeder to score as well as Giddings, making that for his 3rd time getting a run in this game. Now Kane McLeod up to the plate, 2 walks and an RBI sac bunt for him here in this game. As Jensen looks behind him to Burris on first. First pitch to McLeod, this one comes up high for ball 1. As Jensen flicks the ball back from his glove into his bare hand, as he waits for McLeod to get set up and ready in the batter's box. Steen with his leadoff on third, Burris on first. As Jensen offers the 1-0. A swing, this one is going into right field. This one is going into drop, and that will bring Steen to score. They're going to keep a runner going, and that one is still dropped as here comes the Hadley Burris, and he will score, and that will do it. 2 runs in, 12-2 score. After 5 innings, 10 runs will be the final score here. So post 22, 12, Post 17 Watertown Arrows 2.
Hardhats hold on to the lead.
As the Hardhats,
Over Watertown.
as they will get 2 wins here today before they will start the Firecracker Tournament on Wednesday. And that will do it here for the live stream. Thank you for tuning in here to Hardhats TV, as this is Wyatt Simmons signing off. Have a great night.